Hello, Commodore Ty here. As you guys may know, Continuum Trek is having some rough times right now, and he needs our help. So if you can, please go support him on his GoFundMe. Any little amount can help. The link is in the description, and just be there for Continuum Trek if you can. Now on to the review.
Incoming message from Commodore Ty.
Hello, this is Commodore Ty Coles, your commanding officer to all the things that are in pop culture, especially the nerdy stuff. So if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the bell, and smash the like button. It'll help out the channel immensely, and it doesn't cost you a cent. Now, we'll have another Resident Alien review. This is Season 1, Episode 4, Birds of a Feather. This was a hilarious episode. We start off with Harry going around in his alien form, and everyone seems to be appreciative of him and loving him and just high-fiving him and being all friends and acceptance of him. And of course you hear the Cheers theme right underneath. Wait a sec, that's not the Cheers theme. It's something else.
You wanna be in a galaxy where Star Trek isn't lame. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
He is a fan of the Anti-Trekker. It's hilarious. Then as the scene moves on, we get to see him walk up to a house with another alien. Delivery man drops off a package, and it's his device. He activates it as the music dies out, and everyone is disintegrated just like they were when Thanos snapped.
I am inevitable.
We realized this was just a dream, and he is woken up by the police doing more of the search for the body, which we know is in his freezer, but they do not. He's a little upset with them for waking him up. We get a good singer towards the sheriff, and everyone would have known that the sheriff left himself wide open for that zing.
It's accurate, and you shouldn't trust your balls. They're nuts.
Harry's then sitting alone, and he's contemplating why do humans always have to be with each other, like social life, like they even want to eat together and all that stuff. And during that time, the mayor comes by and invites him for dinner. Harry doesn't want to go, but the mayor doesn't say no for an answer, so he invites him anyway.
We're having you over for dinner, and I'm not taking no for an answer. What do you say? No. And I heard nothing, and I will take your silence as a yes. And see you at 6.
So we see Darcy and Asta talking, and Harry comes up and first wants to ask Asuka to come with him, but Asta's busy, so Darcy goes along with him.
Yeah, I'm not free except for from 5 to midnight, so when is it?
6 a.m.
Oh, well, there you go. It's right in there. Yeah, so you're lucky I'm free.
Then we get a bit of a scene between Jane and Asta, and Asta accuses her of taking the prescription pad. Jane denies it, and of course you have Harry walk in and flat out say, yeah, you took it. who else could take it? And then he starts eating her lunch.
Of course she stole it. Statistically speaking, it was you.
When the parents told Max that he was coming for dinner, at first he thought his parents were getting divorced, but when they told him Harry's coming for dinner, he lost his shit and thought that a divorce would be better.
We just want to tell you that Dr. Vanderspiegel is coming to dinner tonight.
What? No! Why can't you just be getting a divorce?
But it was his friend that decided, hey, let's use this as an advantage, and she ends up stealing his keys and getting a copy made.
If you keep tapping those hands, you're gonna lose them.
And dinner becomes a complete gong show because Darcy and the mayor's wife, yeah, there was a lot of information that was not given out.
Wow, that is looking ahead for a 5th grader.
Yeah, this is in 10th grade. We dated in 10th grade too.
Really? Yes. Oh yeah, taught this guy everything he knows.
And let's just say the mayor's in the doghouse right now. The funniest part of the dinner scene is when he says he's from New York. We get a little Law and Order reference.
New York has law, and it has order. There are police who investigate the crimes, and there are district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
These are their stories.
After the dinner, Harry dropped off Darcy and possibly saw the worst kiss ever recorded on video.
It's not the worst kiss I've ever had.
Okay, then we get to where Asta asks Harry to come with her because her grandmother needs some shots done. The dad didn't want him to come. He didn't want to go, but he was forced into it.
I don't want him to go. I don't want to go.
Well, I don't want them to act like children. So, I guess I'll just get what we want. Just kidding.
Harry has to use the washroom, and guess who he runs into? The two people that killed the cowboy the previous episode.
Let me sum this up for you. I'm eliminating anything that gets in the way of this mission. Which might be you if you don't stop whining.
And my bad, I thought they were aliens, but after listening to the dialogue, it sounds like they are just humans, and they're looking for the alien to give to the general.
What's wrong with you? Our orders are to find the alien that crashed, not to go around murdering people.
Our orders are to deliver an alien to the general without anyone knowing about it.
So that's going to unfold. Something interesting is going to happen there. And it's kind of ironic that the woman says, what do you expect, the alien is to come right by us? And guess what? They're at the same stop as the alien, and literally, the black guy is pissing right beside him and doesn't realize it.
Do you shiver when you be? Sometimes.
During this time, the kids go up to Harry's cottage and are stopped by the sheriff because the one girl didn't use her hand signals.
To the left turn back there without using your hand signals. The heck are you kids doing so far out of town anyway, huh?
We heard Bigfoot was on the loose.
Bigfoot you talking about? Everybody know that damn Bigfoot up in Seattle?
And he's wondering why they're there. But he does also give a good message that he's happy to see the youth outside and not inside with their faces glued to a screen in a video game.
Cool. I do like the fact that you kids are outdoors, not stuck inside with your face glued to some screen. That's good.
But also we see that the deputy is getting more and more upset with him because he's not taking her seriously. And then Darcy is telling her, it's like, hey, you're probably one of the best damn cops we got.
You are the best cop Patience has ever had. You're the only cop I've ever met that people are actually excited to see. You treat everybody fairly. And you always do the right thing.
So they're all at the house with Asta and her family, and Harry spills the beans, and that Jane and Asta are mother and daughter.
Already has one of them. A 17-year-old girl named Jay. What? Jay at the clinic. That's Asta's daughter. It's very obvious you have the same facial structure.
But her family manages to talk her back down, and they're acceptant of it.
You put Jay's needs ahead of your own. And that's exactly what a mother does.
We've around you. We all would have been there for you. Especially me.
Harry's playing basketball, and that is some of the funniest stuff you'll ever see. An alien trying to play basketball. I guess he never watched Space Jam. So the kids get into the house and down into the basement, where they see all of Harry's parts of his ship and the maps and everything. But then trying to break open the lock to get into the freezer. I'm surprised that was one of the keys that they did not cut, because they opened the house door, the basement lock, and all the other lock. So why wouldn't they have a lock for the freezer as well? But they then notice the apple hovering. They touch it, and they're electrocuted and shocked and flung back. We learn that Harry's wife has passed away, and this was originally her mission, and he picked it up in honor of her, I guess.
Hey, wife. She died. So I took a job that brought me here. I want to go home.
So after spilling his guts, he went home and realized the kids were there. And he was kind of upset that they were still alive.
Oh no. They're still alive.
And then the shocker to end all shockers. Harry, the actual Harry, the one that he killed, his wife showed up.
Door's locked.
I have a key. I am still your wife.
So this episode, it was hilarious. It delved more into the family aspect, and you got some really good character building from some of the other characters. And then you got the bomb drop that the original Harry's wife is now in the picture. So now he has someone else to deal with. And who knows what's going to happen with the other two people. That's it for this episode. Highly suggest you guys watch it. I've already turned on a few people onto the show. So, for your Commodore, Ty Coles, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
It's rigor mortis. My penis is dying.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So, for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.